Phoenix, Arizona, Deedra Abboud.
I got married almost 2 decades ago. I'm originally from Arkansas, and my husband is from Iraq. We met in Phoenix, Arizona. We started working for the same company. While we were courting, my husband mentioned to me that he had diabetes ran in his family. His mother had actually died from diabetes. They lived in Iraq, and under the sanctions, insulin was considered a dual purpose. Someone in their mind thought that you could make a bomb out of insulin somehow. So therefore, people in Iraq couldn't get insulin, and his mother had complications and died. I didn't know anything about diabetes. I had heard that there were symptoms such as frequent urination and needing to drink water all the time and craving sweets. That was the only thing I knew about diabetes. I started seeing these symptoms in him at work, and I mentioned that he should go to the doctor and get it checked out because we should know. He went to the doctor. The doctor came back and said, yes, he does indeed have diabetes. He told me, I said, okay, so you're going to go to the nutritionist. I went home. We happened to be living with his family, and everybody in the house is crying as though there's been a death in the family. And I asked my sister-in-law, what happened? She said, you don't know? I said, no, what? She said, your husband has diabetes. I said, yes. She said, he's going to die. And I said, why? People live with diabetes all the time. She said, no, when you have diabetes, you die. I was a brand new bride in a brand new culture, being told within a month of being married that my husband's going to die. This wasn't working for me. My husband came home after a couple of days and saw the nutritionist. And the nutritionist basically told him, for the rest of your life, you don't get to eat anything good. You're going to have to eat skinless chicken and salad, and that's it for the rest of your life. We did that for a couple of weeks, and one day I turned to him and I said, just die. There's nothing to live for. We have to find another way. I firmly believe there has to be another way. Just because there has to be. We just have to find it. My husband, we worked on, I did all kinds of research, found all kinds of things that we could do. I'm happy to tell you, after almost 2 decades, he's never been put on insulin, and we have reduced his diabetes medicine every year. Our goal is to get him hopefully completely off of it one day. I am an attorney. I am not a doctor. I don't have the cure for diabetes. I know what works for my husband. What I do have is a solutions-oriented mindset. I believe there's always a solution. And I believe that there are 3 ways to always find a solution. Number 1, you have to know what you want. That's pretty hard because we barely ever know. Do you want a happy marriage? Do you want a certain kind of job? Do you want a certain kind of lifestyle? Do you want to raise good kids? We have to identify what you want. Number 2, what does what you want look like to you, not to anyone else? A happy marriage for one person is not a happy marriage for another one. A great job for one person is not a great job for another one. Good kids for one person is not a good kids for another one. What do your things look like? You have to identify, what is my perfection? What am I wanting to strive for? And number 3, what's required? What is required to get from A to B? What is required? What do I have to do to go from what I want to what it looks like? That, number 1, is going to require change. If it didn't require change, you'd already have it. Number 2, it's going to require a lot of research, both internal and external. You've got to actually figure out what it is you want and what it looks like, and then you have to go out and find options. These things always work. This is solution mindset, to go through these principles. My husband got upset at my nephew a few years ago. He was a teenager. He blew up his car engine. He blew up his car engine because he forgot to check the oil. He forgot to check the oil because he didn't know how to check the oil. My husband was so upset, car ruined. I said, did you ever tell him how to change the oil? And he said, no. I said, then why are you mad at him? How does he know? Number one, what do you want? I want to have a child that can responsibly own a car. What does that look like? He knows how to check the oil. What is required? I teach him how. It works every single time. This is what I teach people. This is what I teach companies. Because I firmly believe there has to be another way, just because there has to be. Thank you.